G'day everybody. I want to talk about what do I see myself as in the future. Now, the last few years is when you go to find yourself and change yourself and that. It's a time to allow to find out what you want to be for real, where you're going to head to, what kind of directions and all that kind of stuff. Right? And what do you need to head those directions? Now, I thought it's a little bit like Tropic Thunder. I thought I might hit the religion way, be like a priest kind of thing. Haven't I been talking about that a lot, Emma? Hey,
Yeah.
but I don't think it's me, right? Because we look at signs. I'm religious. I'm spiritual, right? I believe in stories that they had a story, the religious people, but I believe they're mixed, right? But I do believe they started from somewhere. You see, and so with my thinking, I'm more like an Indiana Jones type of person. I can be independent when I want to. Hey, Emma, I used to go out and do things all the time, right? And lately too, the universe has taught me not to like humans too much, as I never really have too much good experience when I do good things around humans. Isn't that right, Emma?
Yeah.
As we have a lot of jealousy and other problems out there, and I'm a little too different than the way they are. And so the best way for me to be is to be away from humans as much as I can, or interact with humans that are new, because the humans that bully, right? They need time to do that, to figure you out. Now you can still have bullies chase you down, so that's like an Indiana Jones kind of thought too. I just had an Indiana Jones moment today. Right. I feel like an Indiana Jones into the future, and I'll be connected with animals. I've looked at old structures and stuff like that, which I talked about in my very first account that got cancelled. I was talking to you about it, Emma, about signs that I was seeing that needs to be checked out,
Yeah.
and I even mentioned about a couple of them. Right, but there's more that I just kept in my head. Something might try to get it out, but there's still more to it. If it's a start, you still need the brain to keep going with what you're seeing. Right? That's why it's always best for the ones that start to click first to keep studying as they got the first idea. But not always, but sometimes it takes another one with it to keep trucking with certain things. And so I'd love to see myself out there looking at these old places, checking out old things, and learning the new with it. Blending them together of what makes sense, why I get in the new, and how the old relates to it, you see? And that's spiritual, and that's learning. And it does all things that I do. It gets me out in the field. I like to get out in the field, don't I?
Yeah.
I'm a person that likes to get out. If I can, I will take that opportunity, more than likely, unless I really can't, to get out. Right? And so that'll be a perfect job for me to be my hobby, you see. So after we get things all said and done, first, when you're a spiritual person, you have to make sure that the world is at least functioning right. We're at a time where I can't go out and do certain things, can't try to contact or communicate properly as we're having problems with the internet, right? And certain other areas when it comes to the world out there. Now, I couldn't be a priest because priest, you're going to constantly look after others. Now, I don't mind looking after others, and I do a good job when I do it, don't I?
Yeah.
But I don't like doing it constantly. It's like looking after with Emma and me a little bit, but another point with Emma. It's like looking after kids all the time. You look after them. It's fun to do it. It's good to do it. You can do it, but there's times where you prefer not to do it, isn't there? Because it's not easy to look after kids. Huh? And so it all depends on what you want to do and how much you want to do it. So if you love, if you're a person who don't, you love kids, you can get along with kids. You can perhaps just be a person that has a job, succeeds in their career, but still likes kids, and then perhaps one day they might, right? Or perhaps they might just have a kid and then work a lot and have someone else look after it, which a lot of people do, right? But it's up to you of how you perceive life and go through life, right? Like babies now. And so when it comes to me being a priest now, I've changed my mind. So it's back to that Tropic Thunder thing. I thought I was Father O'Malley, right? But I was wrong. Now that's where they get that Tropic Thunder thing from, as you try to find yourself. You might believe you're something, but then you try it for a while. When you believe you're something, first you got to try it, and see how the universe reacts, the people around you. It might be unfair, but perhaps that's a sign from the universe. You see, how do I ground myself? Start to think logical again. There has to be an answer. How can I either give up or rethink another way of thinking why I feel bad? And so you think of the universe, like I'm doing now. Right? You go, perhaps that's not the way. I'm upset I got this, but now I need to stop and think and go, what happened there? What did we see? They tell us to do this all the time. Huh? You can fight things, or you can go with the flow. Huh? And when a lot of things are usually happening at you, you do need to slow down, think about things, then make a move. If you're a person who goes through a lot of things and you retaliate quick, you know what I definitely learnt recently? And anger makes you retaliate quick. Deceit and feeling bad and all the rest. Right? But you do need to calm down. You don't keep continuing. See, I don't get into big trouble because I don't keep doing something that I got caught on. Something that I know is wrong that I don't need to do, I will stop. I only do things when I need to, when it comes to when I last stole things and stuff like that. Like I talked about it when it comes to a jacket. I needed a jacket to go out, didn't have much money, only had enough money to go out. But that was the last of the things of the ego stealing, because I could have not had that jacket. I didn't need that jacket. Right? And that's what I thought about afterwards, after taking such a risk. Right? Okay, was that worth it? Because in the moments when you go to take a risk, you don't really think, you see an opportunity and then you move quickly. Right? And that's not a good thing. But anyway, have a good one, everybody. And I thought I'll chuck that out about what I believe what would be good for me. And meeting new people all the time is a good way of getting out if you believe you have troubles of people envying you or bullying you, or you're cursed in some way, right? That if you eventually stay somewhere too long, it's not a good thing, right? So you're better off being a traveller. Perhaps that's why gypsies were gypsies, as they didn't connect too well, so they were better off travelling. And that would have been a wise thing for them, isn't it? Anyway, have a good one, and see you later.